collabs with other men, again, because I would rather have like a personal connection with them prior to sleeping with them. But for me, like if it's with just girls that I just met, then it's more of like a work opportunity where I can turn that part off of my mind and just get to work with them.
Okay.
Because it's a win-win either way, like two hot girls doing it with each other and you make money at the end, so.
When it comes to dating,
make
do you
money
guys
same way
think
to
that
be-
having fans makes it harder?
For sure, because of the stigma around it, right?
Okay.
So
Why don't we
then-
go around the table? We'll start with you, Princess
Of
April.
course. There's a stigma to everything in life.
Well, I mainly do GGs with an occasion of friends with benefits, so we just keep it professional.
So
for
GG
shooting.
stands for
And
girl and
dating
girl
other
content.
people while having OnlyFans. It's a lot harder, more for having kids than having an OnlyFans in the dating field for sure. So
Yeah. I could see that. Having kids is probably a bigger issue.
but I'm not like with
Most
them all
likely,
the
yeah.
time. They're like grown, so it's just
Yeah.
like it's just kind of like they just need like some open-minded understanding. Like it could just really be just us two, and then my kids could be there on occasions. They're like living on their own and stuff.
I personally haven't had too much of an issue.
Miss
because
1.8
the men
million,
that
yo.
I date for short periods of time are either very free-spirited as well, or they're into, like being cucked. So the boy-girl stuff kind of works out anyways.
Gentlemen,
Yikes. Okay.
don't allow yourself to be fucked.
Go ahead.
Well, dating-wise, I would say in general it can be hard because of the negative stigma around it. But for me personally, since I've never tried to like go date a person, I wouldn't have any personal stories to share or tell with that.
I mean, personally for me, when I share that I have an OF, I mean, there's a lot of like skepticism, and then I kind of ask them like, oh, so like how much do you know about the field? Like I can like totally explain it to you, go behind the scenes, and then once I tell them, what I do, how much I make, they're like,
I don't want to be behind
I'm
the
ready to be
scenes.
your
I want to be
sugar
in
baby.
the
I'm like, yep.
scenes, yo.
So actually, it actually has helped me.
Wait, hold on. The guys are ready to be your sugar baby.
Yeah,
So you'll support a guy.
yeah, if I love him.
No.
Oh, if you love him. Well, I assume like for most relationships that takes a certain period of time before you're in love with someone.
Oh, of course, like, because like once I kind of tell them the income and like whatever, they're like, oh, so like, I'm like, yeah, I can be your homie. You want that new gaming mouse? Sure,
That is
I'll
not
give it to you.
that is not a type of man.
But like
she
you're
really
not
wants it.
sugaring off rip, like from the jump.
Not from the jump. I mean, I will say like sometimes I do think like being a sugar mommy sounds kind of fun. Cause like I just like to make people happy.
Sounds
so like
fun, but
sometimes
you
I think
won't
of
do it
like
for long, too.
if I was super rich out there, I would totally do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would say it's hard, but I actually met my ex like when I was like through OnlyFans. Yeah.
Okay.
Personally, I haven't found it that hard just because I tend to go for people who are sexually open and would prefer an open relationship like me. So I would only date someone who has that in common with me.
I'm not really focusing on
Makes
dating
sense.
right now. I think like I'm focusing on my relationships with my family. My friends' relationships are like very strong.
Thumbs up for that.
But I
thumbs
guess
up.
if I were to date, I wouldn't see it as a problem because it's kind of a filter. Whereas if I'm very open about it. If like someone were to propose, like was like, hey, let's go out to eat or something. Like I don't really mind it. If I tell them they have an issue with it, then it wasn't meant to be.
For me, I posted pics like before I met my current partner and started my OF like during our relationship. So it wasn't a problem. I told him pretty much like the day I met him that like, hey, this is what I do, and if you're not cool with it, then it's like not gonna work out, since I am pretty like strong opinionated with like my work. I enjoy it, and it's like if you don't like it, then it's not gonna work out. But thankfully I haven't like run into
AKA
any issues. Like,
strong-minded
opposing
means
that,
I like
since,
to be in
like
charge.
Tomie, I tend to go for people more sexually open as well, similar to like myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you said something about. Can you expand on that?
they like being cocked. They like seeing me with other guys, and they like to just watch sometimes or film, and they enjoy doing that.
So
Yo,
have you dated like any
don't
guys
watch
who
no other
have
girl
a cuck fantasy or
gang
anything?
bang by no other
Yeah,
dude,
yeah.
yo.
Okay.
More guys are into it than you might think, especially the guys who.
Sorry, I gotta
Haram
do
is
fucking
correct.
Bro,
Haram is correct,
Continue,
yo.
go
Yeah,
ahead.
especially the guys that seem like they would never be into like that, like very, I don't know, socially dominant guys. I feel like a lot of the times will have like the secret cuck fantasy where they
Really?
want to be.
Nah, ain't no secret. No
Socially
man, no wanna be
dominant
no
guys
secret cock, yo.
actually want to be
You'd
domed.
be surprised.
Oh my.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
In the
You would
bedroom?
be surprised by the type of people who like to be.
The only
cucked.
reason why that nigga doing it is
How do
because
you
he getting
guys
4,000 a
differentiate
week,
like
yo.
guys that are just acting free spirited to get access to like have sex with you guys, and like guys that are actually not?
And
Like-
interested in them, like genuinely
Yeah.
interested.
Yeah, genuine
It's all about
interested, yo.
communication, right? I feel like if we first meet a guy, we're not gonna like them right away just to find out. But I think it all takes like long talks and discussions about what we're both into sexually, what we're open to, what we're not open to, what we're willing to try, what we're not willing to try, and then
I-
we go.
Yo,
from
most of the
Those are,
time
like,
these
really
niggas just
long
doing it for
lives.
doing it sick and telling she what she want to hear.
Well,
yo.
that's
Then he's a
on
fucking
him.
liar.
Yeah.
And he's a
That's on
shitty
him.
person.
I'm still the cuck thing is like kind of okay. Are any of you into cuck queening? Do you know what that is? It's like the female version cuck queen.
Oh.
So you want to see your guy
Being
like
excessively
fuck another chick in front of you.
Yeah, I like that.
You like that? Okay.
Mm.
I'm also into
I think
that.
it's attractive because it's like, oh,
Sexually,
yeah.
that's hot. For sure.
Yeah, it's
What?
hot.
It's hot, yeah.
Like I wouldn't be with a guy who I don't find
She
hot.
wild in it. See that
Okay,
one
fair
girl
enough.
face?
Wait, so for
That's
you,
wild, yo.
do you have like, have you had guys who maybe you were seeing or whatever, and they want to like be in the room while you're getting
Yeah. No, that happens. They're just like in a corner, or
Crying?
They're the ones
In a
that
corner?
masturbating.
oh, masturbating
usually,
and crying?
like-
Maybe some crying?
No.
Okay. Would
They-
that be a
they
turn
like
on
it.
if they were crying in the corner?
Sometimes.
in the corner of the room.
Depends
No,
on
that's
the
not. No,
relationship.
that's
Okay,
no
got
way.
it.
yo.
Oh, whoa! Send the
Honestly,
send the
perfect timing,
asteroid.
perfect
Send the
timing.
asteroid.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, there you go.
Fucking asteroid,